So it's that time of year again, is it? Where I give up my dignity to play a game that fits better with the month of February than just a game that I play with those I care about.
Don't lie to yourself, Otter. You didn't have dignity before this week, either.
So what do you play? Let's discover Sakura Spirit. This is a game? I think I know games. They generally have gameplay. This is a visual novel, not a game. It has a story, but it's being sold on Steam, so we're discovering it today. I just wanted my protest that this doesn't count to be registered from the outset. And for the argument that you can make a decision in the game, so it counts as a game. I have more decision and choice over my outcomes in life in a choose-your-own-adventure book. But let's get started. You are Gushi. I know he has a real name, but as usual, I'm not going to give it to him, or any of the characters. This is Pink, this is Younger Fox, this is Silver-Haired and Better Fox, this is Obnoxious Sword Girl, this is Boobs, and this is Gushi. You, the bland self-insert character that we were never really getting to know apart from being good at judo on an Olympic level, and that he wants to be a hero. I was going to go after the game for Gushi being good at judo at 17, but then I realized most Olympic athletes are actually pretty young. Heck, Michael Phelps, probably my biggest teenage idol, was only 15 at his first Olympics, so I guess you get a pass this time, developers. What are you called, anyway? Winged Cloud, published by Sekai Project. Yeah, I've never heard of either of you. Let's see, Sekai publishes a lot of anime-sounding games, and Winged Cloud developed... Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul, that's a lot of Sakura games. Sakura Angels, Sakura Beach, Sakura Nova, Sakura Maid, 1, 2, and 3, Sakura Magical Girls. Something about that one feels redundant. Well, my consolation is that Sakura Spirit was their first attempt back in mid-2014. So maybe their games have gained more game since then. Back to the story, since that's literally all there is. You have an upcoming tournament that will decide if you may represent Japan nationally in judo. You're obviously nervous about this, and you've heard about a magical shrine that grants amazing wishes hidden away in the woods. You follow an absolutely pointless chain of go talk to this person, then this person, with characters you will never see again, and only one of whom will ever even be referenced again in the story. And he's only referenced once, still at the start of the story, and never again. The girl who we clearly grew up with and there's some romantic tension with, forget about her. This guy who's a perv with a hot sister. It'll be referenced, it's a good thing you can't see a situation we're in, and then you can forget about him. The other girl with romantic tension because we train alongside her day after day, forget about her too. Their only purpose is to get us to the shrine. Once at the shrine, we start talking about how stupid praying would be, and that's just asking for luck. We don't believe in luck. Judo is about skill. An unknown female voice calls us out on exactly what we think we're doing at the temple if we don't believe in luck. We argue we're just trying to calm our nerves, but I'm with Boobs. Oh, the woman talking is Boobs from my introduction on this. If we're not really going to believe in luck, as the writing would seem to have us believe, then even going to the shrine is pointless. Whatever your reasoning, instead of just making a prayer, you instead vanish to another world. Upon arriving in the new world, you stumble upon the two humans chasing the two fox girls because the kitsunes have stolen their panties. Yes, that's the level of story we're looking at here. You accidentally get involved, are blamed by the humans, and are put in jail. You explain the situation, but are still left in the jail cell. You've found yourself in a past version of your home city set during a more feudal period of Japan's histories, except sprites still exist in this version of the world. After pretty much no time, the sisters show up to break you out of jail, and thanks for helping them to escape. You go live in their mansion in the woods for a while, and get infuriatingly hit on. The silvered-haired kitsune in particular is very clear about what she wants from you, but instead, you're insistent that you're the hero, and constantly act like there's nothing being said. Winged Cloud, if I wanted to be miserable and block myself, I'd keep playing real life. After a time with the sisters, building your relationship with the two of them, you go back to town with them to save the town from a slime girl. They agree to accept the sisters into the town, but the story suddenly tries to take on a serious note. Pink wasn't able to help defend the town, and her parents died when she was a little girl, and somehow this is meant to be taken seriously. Every other moment in the game up till this point has been at best cute and adorable character building and at worst erotic. Nothing has been truly serious, but now the game suddenly has this serious tone. The art style makes that a little difficult. See this face? Serious. Serious. Serves the situation well, story well, and oh look, now I can't take this moment seriously because you were too busy shoving fan service down my throat during your serious, character-driven moment. Everything seems to just fly by kind of pointlessly from this point. Each of the girls end up in more and more compromising situations with you. They then try to encourage you to have feelings for each of the four. You promise that after you win your tournament, you'll come back and pick one of the girls. There's some misunderstandings. In particular, Boobs convinces Pink and Blonde Fox that doing certain things will make you like them more. In particular, she tells Pink that covering herself naked in chocolate and letting me eat it off her is how humans in my world bond. And Pink is so naive that she believes it. So this story is suggesting that only modern times invented kinky things like that, and that early Japan was completely innocent and knew nothing about sex.
And what will it be today, sir?
Well, I think I'll put $5 on black and $2 on number 13 and everything I own on load of crap!
You win, sir.
I thought so! Early Japan was a highly sexual culture. Don't be ridiculous, writers. I know it might seem cuter to you that everyone's more innocent and naive to a ridiculous extent, but all it does is draw huge amounts of credibility away from what you're trying to write. That's actually why I enjoyed the Spirit characters more. They were much better and more realistically written. Sword Girl is a tsundere, a trait I already can't stand, and Pink is a clueless moron who jumps so fast from her dead parents and inability to protect a town back to sexually charged scenes so fast I think I have emotional whiplash. At least Silver Fox knows what she wants, and Blonde Fox is genuinely innocent and adorable while trying to copy her big sister's teasing to win you over. Whatever, story's almost done. You get your one big choice in the game. Would you like to go back to the Fox Mansion and patch things up with the sisters after an argument centering around you, or do you want to go to town and see the human girls? The excuse is that you're going to warn them about the oncoming threat, but you never do. You're too easily distracted by boobs. The body part, not the demon. So instead the danger arrives and you're standing there like a moron going, "Oh yeah, I knew this was coming." And no one calls you out on being an inconsiderate, easily distracted, worthless moron. How did you have the discipline to master anything, much less a martial art form? You couldn't master picking your own nose, Gushi. You fight off 4 slime girls, force them to live in peace with the humans, and return to your world. In about as many lines of text as it will take to describe, you win your tournament, don't go to represent Japan nationally because of a girl, the papers make a huge deal out of it, and you keep going to the shrine in order to return to the other world. You don't, but then suddenly you do, and there are the girls again, all happy to see you, the end, whatever, story over. So this was all a waste of time. Horribly written fan service for guys that are so incredibly repressed that this is actually what they want. Or girls, I won't judge off taste. I'll just judge off this being what you actually want. But if it's such a piece of crap, why did I look up to see if there was a sequel? Well, I genuinely liked the interaction with the Fox girls. No, not just because they're hot kitsunes. They're both adorable, interesting characters. The older sister, despite seeming like nothing but an immense flirt that just wants to jump you, calms down, and you see through that initial facade to see the quiet, less confident, slightly shy girl underneath. And from start to finish, the younger sister is adorable, a wonderful combination of innocent and deviously not innocent. They were both a joy to read, and I did feel happy at seeing Gushi and the Fox sisters reunite. I just could care less about the human characters. They're really not written very interestingly or nearly as complexly as the Fox sisters, and any time that we spend with them feels rushed and pointless. The final choice was who you go to the carnival at the end with. With the Fox sisters, you still see bits and pieces of their characters. It feels like the culmination of a little romantic slice of life story. With the humans, it comes across much more, oh look, Pink is brooding over her dark past, but you help her cheer up. Again. Oh, look again! Sword Girl's being tsundere! Isn't it cute how she acts like she's harsh and angry? No, not really. I'm pretty sure that's why there isn't a sequel to this, too. It'd be too much work to write a satisfying deviation of a story that genuinely matters for 4 different characters. Better to just let people get worked up in this story, write their own endings in online fanfictions. So if everything that I just described is wonderful to you and what you've seen makes you know that you want this story in your life, wonderful, I found the perfect thing for you, now please leave me alone. For the rest of us, let's hope that the next time I have to come discover a Sakura game, there's not only a better writer, but a game.